Hi, how are you? Hello, it's me. I'm in my bedroom in my pajamas. Okay, so we're gonna take the chat. I'm gonna wait a few minutes to see anybody get on. Hi. Hi, Stevie Coleman. Hi. You've been on a session with me before, Stevie, right? So if you've been on a session with me, a lot of it is going to be repetitive, but we're going to dive into e-commerce stuff in depth. We got 4 viewers. Say hi in the chat so I know it's real. So I know it's real. Say hi in the chat. Hi, Sabrina. Hi. I know we got other people. There's a 30-second delay, so I'll wait to catch up. Say hi and say where you're from. Okay. So I'm from Chicago, South Side, but I currently rep Detroit right now. What up, though? Because I live here. Like, I live in Detroit for real. People like, you live in the suburbs, you live in Detroit. No, I live in Detroit for real. So where you from? Drop in the chat. I'm gonna get started in like 2 minutes. 2 minutos. No, not even like 2 minutes, like 60 seconds. Detroit, hey Sabrina. I'm on 7 Mile and like Southfield Freeway. The D. Okay. So we are, like, nobody else wants to say where they're from. Cool, got you. Maybe you catch up later. But anyway, I'm Aisha. Welcome. Sorry I started a little late and about the time confusion, but we're just gonna jump right in because it's already late at night. And I want to get started. I'm gonna share my screen very soon, and I'm gonna like pop back and forth in chats. I know I look really comfortable right now. I'm in my pajamas at home chilling, so you know. But anyway, so I am going to share my screen with you. St. Louis, hey STL, St. Louis in the house. I love St. Louis. Like, the people are so nice in St. Louis. I'm gonna share my screen with you, and we're gonna get jumping on this presentation. Like I said, Stevie, I'm pretty sure you've been on with me already, so it's gonna be a lot of repetition at the beginning, but then I will dive on into the differences with the e-commerce. Okay, so share. Okay. Oh, I'm like interrupting Scandal. It's like not a good time. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to present to everyone. Welcome to the Do-It-Yourself Website Workshop. Everyone, again, I'm Aisha Jahan. I'm a former mechanical engineer. I'm a new software developer. So my passion is to use technology-based solutions to increase gender and socioeconomic diversity in science and technology. I'm currently building an online educational platform for girls and women to learn math and technology and hopefully fall in love like I have. So basically a whole bunch of online classes to teach women technology. My mission is to help girls and young women overcome their anxiety of STEM by putting them in educational settings for women by women. We believe women role models will inspire an interest in STEM careers. So we're going to talk about the best hosting platforms for your website. Hosting is where your website lives. Here are some terms we need to know. Domain. Domains are basically like this whole thing I'm saying right here, right? But computers communicate by using numbers called IP addresses to connect to each other, much like use a phone number to dial a specific person's phone. So domain is like having an address for your house. We're going to think of a house analogy. So people can find your house. When you have the address, it doesn't mean you own the land to build it on. It just means you have the directions or coordinates to point to where the house sits and on what piece of land. So hosting or a server is much like the space you rent out to have your business in. It's merely space itself. So it's like buying a plot of land for your house. There's no house to build on it, but you have the land to build it on. So when you buy hosting, you can build your website. Your website is your house on that piece of land. You can build multiple houses on a piece of land. You can build multiple houses on hosting, but each house has separate domains, separate addresses, right? So we're going to think of it like that. So that's the difference between domains and hosting. A lot of people are like, oh, I got my domain, but you need hosting. Like, just because you have the domain doesn't mean you have the land to build the house on. So if any questions on that, I'm going to pop back in the chat in a second. Chicago, Chi-Town. Okay. So, and I'm going to pop in the chat for any questions about hosting. So we have an easy to use, my favorite one that I use, my hosting, is HostGator. It's an easy to control panel, free Weebly site builder, but you're not gonna use that for e-commerce if you use anyway. Unlimited disk space, emails, no contract required, 45-day money back guarantee, and the customer service have gotten way better. It's amazing chat and phone service for help. I can host unlimited domains on my baby plan. Since I have a lot of domains now, I'm probably gonna start upgrading to that business plan. Whew. So yeah, and you get a 45-day money back guarantee if you don't like it. If you decide to go with HostGator to host your website, please, 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 please use my my affiliate link I have for HostGator. It helps me produce more of these things for free for you all, so please use that. Bluehost, super modern, and you get a free domain. So you get a free domain included. You don't have to pay or renew it. Like with HostGator, you do have to renew the domain every year. It's like $12 a year. But unlimited disk space, emails and transfers, one-on-one training available. You save 40% by signing up today. I also have a affiliate link for this. So if you're going to use this, please, please, please use affiliate link. So GoDaddy. I hate GoDaddy. Do not use GoDaddy. It is the worst. When I build sites for people, it's not reliable. It shuts down. When you add more sites, your sites will crash. They charge for everything. So if you want like mywebsite.com for your email, they're going to charge you for the email. They're going to charge you for the upgrades. They're going to charge you for extra domains. Don't let the slick marketing and 99-cent domains fool you, because it's 99-cent one year and it'll be $45 the next year. So don't go. Like, transfer if you can. When your year is up, transfer, do what you got to do. And you can usually call HostGator, Bluehost, and they'll help you with that. Don't you have to renew the domain with Bluehost? Yes, you have to renew the domain with Bluehost. So it's like $12. I mean, it's free for the first year, but the next year you have to renew it, and it'll be like $12. But you know, to get people in the door, you get a free domain, one free domain when you buy hosting. Good questions, good questions. Any more questions, leave them in the chat. Like I said, I will check periodically. Okay, so now we're getting into the good stuff, good stuff. Like I said, if you've been with me before, a lot of this is the same. We are starting to get into what's different. The difference between Wix, Weebly, and WordPress. Do you want to pay more upfront, or do you want to pay more over the lifetime of your website? So Wix is a public company that owns drag and drop. Weebly is a private company that owns drag and drop. Do not use either of these for your e-commerce site. You're selling things online, you use these, I will kill you. Like, these are so basic. Just don't do it. If you have it already, change it. Like, don't. Let's compare WordPress.com and WordPress.org. Just because people get them confused, you can build a free website hosted website on the WordPress platform. It comes with limitations and it costs for extra add-ons. If you host on WordPress.com, your thing is going to say like myishajahan.wordpress.com, which I have one of those. This is not very reliable. It's like for starting out bloggers, for kids. If you have a business, you not want to use this. Please don't. People get confused with the different kinds of WordPress, and they'll buy a domain. So it puts to WordPress.com, and it's just not very reliable. Do not buy your domain from WordPress. I don't know what's going on. Okay. My thing is just changing like by itself. WordPress.org. This is a content management system or software that provides a platforms for you to make your own websites. This is like the industry web standard for websites. Like most websites are built on WordPress.org. WordPress.org is more of a software, not a hosting site. You still have to buy your own hosting if you use WordPress.org. So you're gonna have to buy it from Bluehost or HostGator. Yeah. So what I use to make like WordPress.org drag and drop, I use Elegant Themes. Elegant Themes is absolutely amazing. They changed their website. They changed their pricing structure, but see, like comes up already. But it makes WordPress drag and drop and easy to use, just as easy as Weebly or Wix. And see, so like they have something called Divi that makes it drag and drop. They have a lot of plugins like Monarch, which makes your social media, your like blog posts easy to share on social media. So they have like a demo of this. Let me see if I can fast forward to this. And this is really important, and I'll get back to that later. Of course, it doesn't want to like shut up now. So they have like a really cool plugins, and I'll come back to these, like why these plugins are really important later. But Divi, I also have a affiliate link for this, so I'll hand that out later as well. So you want to use a child theme for Divi. Divi child themes. They have lots of free child themes. This was a free child theme I used for Divi to make this website. This is not an e-commerce website, but basically I installed Divi. I use HostGator, installed Divi, and then I installed the child theme. And all I had to do was change the pictures, the colors, and the words. Do a little bit of changing up. It took some time, but it made the website process like a lot easier. And she has a very customized website, especially for wedding designers. Okay, so this is Ventura theme. I'll send that. That's a theme that I would really, really suggest, especially if you're a coach or something like that. Like I would suggest this theme. So now, okay, what about Squarespace? I'm getting into that. Getting into that. So let me see. We have some Stevie. Stevie, you are going to join us. Hey, Stevie, come back, because now we're going to talk about e-commerce and the different things with e-commerce. So let's compare Shopify and Squarespace. So Shopify has over 70 payment gateways, about 7 templates, and over 160 premium templates. So 7 free templates. Squarespace has 60 free templates, only 2 payment gateways, but it's PayPal and Stripe, so they're like they cover most of the world. So the basic different uses for these, it depends on what you're doing. If your e-commerce sites only consist of like 2 or 3 digital downloads, I would suggest Squarespace. Squarespace is very simple, very easy to use. You can have a website up within a few hours without hiring a developer. It's $12 a month. It comes out a little bit more than putting together a WordPress website, but you don't have to pay a developer. So, and I do not have affiliate link for Squarespace because they don't have affiliate links. So I'm telling you to use this if you have a few digital downloads and you want to put a website up very simply with Squarespace, like a simple informational website. If you need more customization, things like that, you're probably going to use WordPress. But we're just in Squarespace and Shopify right now. If you have like physical items and you're controlling inventory and things like that, I probably would not suggest, Squarespace. I would do Shopify, definitely. Shopify, if you have items, if you're selling weave, you're selling clothes, Shopify is the place for you. Shopify better handles physical products. The other option is WooCommerce. So WooCommerce is cheaper than Squarespace and Shopify, and you have more website customization. The cons, there's a higher learning curve than other platforms. Okay, like if you already know WordPress, WooCommerce might be a thing. Remember, this is a do-it-yourself workshop. If you're having a developer do it, it doesn't matter. But higher learning curve because you have to learn WordPress, how to use child themes, other things like that, and put them in. If you want to do everything yourself and you have products, I would go with Shopify. So we're going to dig in a little deeper here. And hi, April from Detroit. Okay, and extensions, great. So I'm going to go into that shortly. Okay, so this is, I will hand out this article later so you can dive into it by yourself, but I'm going to dig a little deeper using this article on, can you guys see this? I think you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. WordPress and Shopify are used for different things. No, they can be used for the exact same things. WordPress and Shopify can both be used for products. WordPress can be used for absolutely anything in the world. Shopify can be used for most online products. So I'm going to just show you the differences and you can make your decision based off that. Shopify and WooCommerce design. How Shopify does design. Shopify has templates for you. So like I showed you, I use a template. They have 100 different store templates. About 20 of them are free. They're all mobile responsive and they have different coloring options. They're usually sleek and it makes it really, really simple to use. So they have some free ones. You see how these look. So on the other hand, it says instant attraction Shopify designers can cause many webmasters to select the same things. So your website might look very, very similar to a lot of other people's out there, but I don't know, who cares? Some Shopify users who have designed site themselves have later complained of site looking a little too similar to other websites. For that reason, customization is encouraged. All right, so just know that if you do use Shopify, you might look like anybody else. How WooCommerce does design. With many other aspects of WooCommerce experience, when it comes to aesthetics, the world is your oyster, which means is you have to do everything yourself. Basically, WooCommerce has some templates and themes, but WooCommerce is much more open to customization, and because it's like open source, their developers are not paid as much as like Shopify, and it's kind of open source design. So here is storefront. Here is a WooCommerce theme. This is what it looks like. You could customize this yourself. So you could customize this for something like Weave, right? If you wanted to go with WooCommerce, if you wanted to do that learning curve. And then, you know, they have pricing tables, reviews. So all you have to do is like change up everything. They have a shop. Just an example of how things would work if you use Shopify, okay? I mean, WooCommerce. You would definitely need a theme. So go through that. So Shopify versus WooCommerce price. Jumping to the point, they cost about the same. So the main difference between Shopify pricing and WooCommerce, Shopify is much straightforward with their pricing. Like WooCommerce is like, oh, we're free, but they're kind of not free. Shopify comes out to $29 a month for hosting. You do not have to buy hosting separately with Shopify. Hosting comes in the Shopify plan, and domain comes in the plan. WooCommerce if you're paying $100 a month for hosting, you got a problem. But it should be about $5 a month for hosting. I feel like this is a lie, because with your hosting, this comes included in free, and you get a domain for $9. So like, they come up to about the same. WooCommerce hosting is a little bit cheaper, but again, if you use Shopify, you might not have to pay a developer. So there's that. Now Shopify comes with all the like SEO plugins, all the plugins you would need to run your business: SEO, parallax, search engine optimization, payment forms, payment integrations. Everything comes included in the Shopify. They have different levels, so you might have to pay a higher level for Shopify, but all is included. With WooCommerce, you might have to add extra plugins, and those plugins might cost, like reoccurring payments and billing and things like that. So that can add to the cost and make the cost a little bit more with WooCommerce. Shopify versus WooCommerce features. Shopify comes ready with unlimited number of products, discount codes, blog module, drop shipping capabilities, customer profiles, which you would definitely probably have to set this up separately in WooCommerce, social media integration, gift cards on Professional Unlimited, which means you have to pay more, abandonment cart recovery, which like sends out emails to people who abandoned their cart. You have to pay more. So these things would be automatically included in certain Shopify plans. You would have to pay for them separately. WooCommerce, they might cost $500, $600, but you make a one-time payment and you own them. In Shopify, you have like these reoccurring payments. So you might be paying $50, $100 a month. So Shopify comes out more, but it's still simpler. And this is kind of the thing. Shopify is going to be a little bit more, but it's going to be simpler. Okay, WordPress and Shopify are used for two different things, but not together. Okay, so the confusing thing with that is there's a Shopify plugin for WordPress. You only use the Shopify plugin for WordPress if you already have a WordPress site. If you have a WordPress site and you want to make it e-commerce, you plug in Shopify. If you want to use it, you want to use the Shopify plugin, just go with the Shopify site. It's cheaper. Just do the Shopify site by itself. So yes, you can use WordPress and Shopify together. If you have a WordPress site, you want to make it e-commerce, you can use Shopify plugin instead of WordPress. Okay. So I hope that answers your question beyond the future. So how WooCommerce help you sell? So Shopify is a subscription-based tool, and WooCommerce is a free plugin. I just want to get to the summary, and you all can like go through this, but basically, let's scroll down. So basically, here's the difference between the two. If you want to be in full control of your e-commerce site, like you want a lot of customizations, there are a lot of things you can do differently, you're going to change up a lot of stuff, you want to have access to thousands of site designs and thousands of plugins that will enable you to extend the functionality of your store, you don't have the very big budgets to start out with, and you want to get your store up and running, and you don't mind spending a couple of hours setting things up, then you're definitely going to use what do you think? You're going to use WooCommerce. If you want a hands-off approach, you don't want to have to hire a developer, you don't want to deal with any of the setup yourself, because with your WooCommerce, you might have to like start asking people for help. You have a support team with Shopify. You do not have that support team with WooCommerce. You have a form where you can search things for yourself. If you like doing that, you like do it yourself, that's cool. But you don't care about any of the technical details of your e-commerce platform. You just want it to work and run. You go Shopify. So honestly, I would choose for e-commerce selling things, especially Weave or something like that, I would choose Shopify. Don't even sign up for hosting anywhere else. Do it all straight through Shopify. It's going to cost you a little bit more, but it's going to save you a lot of time and headache. WooCommerce, maybe more if you have digital downloads, again, not actual products. Very simple settings, very simple. Don't want to deal with a developer, you can use WooCommerce. So now I'm going to do some website examples of different type of sites. So I don't know what she used, but here's an example of a good, and I'm sure you did weave, so you know of Snob Life, right? And so like I want to sell weave eventually too. So you got the best marketer. She sells digital downloads. These are digital downloads, and they're right on her front page, right? How to sell hair, great vendor list, best marketer wins. She also sells weave, which are like products. So you can shop. Her first option is to shop, right? Shop, Brazilian, and then it takes you to these. So I don't know what she is using. Snob Life developed by Dylan, the brand. Let's see. But this is an example of a really good e-commerce website. Okay, so she might have used Shopify or WordPress with this, okay? So here is a colleague of mine, her website. She used WordPress, so you can get a very beautiful website, WordPress. She did hire a developer, and she has digital downloads. So it's a little simpler because she's not sending out products, but very clean, very nice, right? And you can buy her digital downloads here. So she used WooCommerce. Also, she does one-on-one coaching. I think she uses Acuity. So you can book, no, Satori. So there's that. So you can book coaching sessions with her there. This website is not finished because I'm working on it with my client. The client killed me. But anyway, so if you have appointments, something like appointments, I would definitely use WordPress. That would be easier for you. And you can use Acuity which is a plugin, which will help you set up schedule an appointment. So see, I schedule an appointment here, and I can go off and to another scheduling site and schedule an appointment using Acuity. Acuity is what I use as well. So that's using WordPress if you have something where you need to sell appointments or like services like that. So this is not really e-commerce website. The website I did, I use Divi. All my websites I use Divi, and then use a child theme on top of them. But basically, you know, work with me. So again, she's selling services here, and you can like click on coaching package. I just want to click on the thing. How do I buy it? So she has applied, but so this is another way if you're like selling programs or something like that, you can use Divi. You don't have to use WooCommerce, and you can use like something like Acuity to send you back to that. Okay, I'm going to check, see if any questions. Hoping to use the site she uses. No, Snob Life, I can't tell. But if you start with Shopify, eventually want to move something more customized once you start making money to hire a developer, is it difficult to move your site off Shopify? It's not difficult, but you definitely need to hire a developer to do it. It might take some time. Your website might be down for a few days if you switch it, but that happens honestly with business. Like a lot of time you have to take your website down for maintenance. So you just need to schedule a good time to have your website down for 3 days. Maybe you can have some type of landing page, which means one page where customers could still buy stuff from you, or like a link where they could still buy stuff from you while your website is down. So it's not hard. It would just take a few days of being down for them to get back up. Okay. So so this is, since you all are into sales, I'm going to go into what every website needs to be a sales machine. Is that helpful information for you? Would that be helpful? So since you guys are in sales, I'm going to just go over what you need to be a sales machine. So you need a way to capture visitor emails, like a pop-up, newsletter sign up, or opt-in sliding bar. So Amanda Span, see if it comes back up. But if she has like this pop-up at the top that comes up, and like it goes away. It's not there now. Anyway, she has a way to collect emails down here, right? You definitely need a way to collect emails. And if you're on here for a while, this little pop-up comes up top, which is not coming up right now, but it's a hello bar. So you can go to hellobar.com to get a pop-up at the top. It's like a little small pop-up that will capture emails for you, so you can email back and forth with your clients. Email is like the #1 way that I market your business, and the #1 way that everybody else tells you to market your business. Who else has a good opt-in bar? Like, she has a good opt-in bar to collect emails. So this is right up front, first thing, first name, email address, sign me up. So she gives something away for free to collect people's emails. I'm pretty sure she has welcome to the top floor. Join Stop Mob to get the latest discounts, here, tutorials, and more. Yeah, discounts here, discounts. Leave your email here. Okay. Make it easy to contact you and follow you. So make it easy to find social media handles and easy to find contact information. It's usually in the bottom, in the footer, right? So social media is right here, and contact us. Always have a contact us page. Super easier. Information here, email here, follow us on the gram. Really simple. A really way to make this easy, contact you. Remember I said Elegant Themes, they have amazing plugins when you buy. Their plugins are so worth it. So Bloom Opt-in, which makes it easy to have a pop-up on your web page and collect emails. It makes really pretty pop-ups. Let me see if I can pull up my page. I wasn't planning to, but I have a pretty pop-up to collect emails. Monarch social media sharing makes my blog posts really easy to share. So STEM Girl Social Network, my website. When you slide down, see the pop-up slides up, and you can collect the name and email right there. So make it easy for people to buy something. Make it simple to buy something. I said my STEM Girl website is bad at that because, like, whatever you want somebody to buy, it should be like in the header somewhere. She does a great job at this, like, product. I mean, simple, you know, product. Like, everything here is product. The same thing with Apple. Like, when you go to their website, everything in the scroller is like product. So if you are selling something, like, in the scroll needs to be a product. Okay. So make it easy to share with a friend on social media. So that was that Monarch plugin I was talking about. So you want to make blog posts easy to share, web pages, etc. Like, there needs to be some type of pop-up to the side. So if you like something, if somebody likes something, they can just, hey, text this to a friend or email it to a friend. You need to have testimonials on every page. It builds your brand credibility, and people don't look at the testimonial page. So with this, I just sprinkled in testimonials everywhere. On the front page, there's testimonials. On every page, there's testimonials. There's a testimonial page, right? So there's that, but I want to make sure I like sprinkled in testimonials every page, so as people are reading other pages, they can see testimonials. So trying to think, is there anything else I can go over? Like, any other questions? Is it true that hero photos are better than carousel photos? It's just all about what you want. Like, it's up to you. Like, if you have several things you want to display, like definitely go with the carousel. Like Apple, several products, carousel. She decided to do hero right here. The hero means like it's just a big image, it doesn't move. I did the hero image. It just depends on what you want. She has a carousel because she has several things she wants to display. So it just really depends on you. If you use elegant themes, you can get away with not hiring a developer for WordPress, basically. You can, absolutely. If you get elegant themes, it'll be much more drag and drop, a lot easier. There's still a learning curve. There's still a learning curve. It does take some time, but it makes it a lot easier. And if you use a child theme, it makes it even easier for elegant themes. And yes, it cuts down the time like greatly. Beyond the future, what are you selling? So that, and everybody can type in what they're selling so I can kind of help determine what's the best strategy for you. Okay. So yeah, if you can answer that so I can better answer that question. Is it hard to create a do-it-yourself landing page? No, it's very easy with Divi, especially because there's landing page templates and all you have to do is plug and chug to change. She has the most complicated landing pages of anybody I've ever seen or worked on, but it's still simpler because it's a template. So I'm trying to think, where's one of her products? So 90-day package. Let's go here. So this is a landing page, basically. It's selling her product. And these are modules, different things in the product. So this was already set up basically, and she just had to change the backgrounds, the colors, things like that. I have informational blog and skincare business in the work. So, okay, if you're selling skincare products, then you want to go with Shopify. If you are disseminating like skincare information, I would go for WordPress. That's best with like blogs and things like that and development information. Okay, any more questions? Okay, so if all of this is good information and you want to dive deeper, let me know. I do have some paid products. This is free. I have another do-it-yourself workshop if you just have like a standalone website that's not e-commerce, and I can send that out to you all. And like, if you are using these products, please use my affiliate links. I will send those out to you as well. So I have a do-it-yourself website workshop, which is a step-by-step online website class. And this one I'm talking about right now is not for e-commerce, but I'll get to the one that's for e-commerce. So what you'll get in this workshop is how to set up domain and hosting, how to edit your website easily, how to make dope free and low-cost graphics for your websites, how to make your website look clean, elegant, and professional, how to save thousands of dollars by building your website yourself. And this is a basic informational website, and you can have a fully functional website in a weekend. So the total value is $2,000 to $3,000 if you're saving from hiring a developer, but your total investment is $99 for the workshop recording, $60 for hosting and domain, $90 for the Divi builder, and $70 for the premium theme. So for $229 to $300 total investment for a do-it-yourself $2,000 to $3,000 website. And I changed the pricing on these actually right now. So I'm selling the non-e-commerce workshop for $50, and I'm selling the e-commerce workshop for $100. And they're like 50% off for a few months, and then I will double the price back up to $200 for the e-commerce site and $100 for the non-e-commerce site. So I can send more information about those options. But Maisha, I still don't want to do this. Can you just build it for me? So a lot of people ask me that. So if you want an e-commerce site built, it starts at $1,500, depending on how much you're selling. But the e-commerce site starts at $1,500. If you want a standalone website built in WordPress, that is $1,000. Premium domain, hosting, and template included. So you don't have to pay for those. I set those up for you. And like any other questions? If anybody else wants to share like what they're doing, what they're selling, that might be really helpful, and I can like answer questions there. Okay. If you want to go more, if you want a workshop that goes more deeper into like how to get free images, how to design your website yourself. I also did a free website workshop. A lot of the information is the same, but it's like dives in deeper into like, you know, photos and design and things like that. So I can send that out to you all as well. If you want a workshop that guides you step by step how to set up a Divi, how to set up hosting and domain, how to set up the child theme, things like that, there's that $50 workshop for non-e-commerce. If you want something to step by step for e-commerce, I send you out the link for that, and that is $100. Step by step, how to set up hosting, domain, how to set up your Shopify or WooCommerce site, and things like that. So if you have any questions, like I said, my email is maisha@stemgrowsocialnetwork.com, Instagram, stemgrowth.net, and Twitter, Maisha Jahan, on Facebook. And like I said, if you want the website set up for you, you're like, I don't want to do any of this or deal with any of this. I only have 3 spots left for next month, and $1,500 for e-commerce, $1,000 for a standard site. And we can also work with you in payments. So like this is one of my sites. This is one of my sites. Right there. And yeah, any questions? Oh, one question. On Shopify, do you have to use PayPal to collect payments? No, you don't. You can, but Shopify has their own payment gateway, which is comparable to PayPal though. Any other questions? Any other questions? Usually I drink when I have these sessions, so I'm like a lot more full of energy. I think I'm gonna like drink before them again. Okay, I'm gonna stay on like 60 seconds for questions. You all don't have a lot of questions. Was this helpful? Any feedback? Did this help? Anything you would like more information on? Okay, well, I'll send you guys all the links, and I'm actually just gonna put this in the chat right now. So if you really want to dig in deep about these e-commerce platforms, this article is really, really good. What's a child theme? A child theme is a theme that goes on top of a pre-existing theme to make it exactly like kind of what you want it to be. So the thing is, I use the Divi theme, but use a wedding child theme, which was specially made for Divi to make it a wedding website, to make building the wedding website easier. So it's a theme on top of a theme. It's to more customize your theme and make it simpler. Okay. And so you can do questions at maisha@stemgrowsocialnetwork.com. Have any questions, let me know. If you want to hire me, let me know. If you want to buy the classes, I'll send that information out. Give me some time to get that together, and I'll send it out in the morning. And if you have any other ideas for workshops, anything kind of technical related, like WordPress, MailChimp. I'm trying to think of anything else. Acuity, how to take appointments online, things like that. Let me know, and I can put those workshops together for you free. Okay? All right, ladies. I'll be having another workshop in about 2 weeks. So have a good night.